Show.
Brought to you by Tire Depot. My good friend Tony over there. That's right. You know Tire Depot is your Cooper Tire headquarters, but you know they also carry Michelin, BF Goodrich, and other leading brands. So if you need tires, fit them right with Tony and his team of experts over at Tire Depot, just off Route 6 in Bristol, or online at tiredepotct.com.
Oh, I'm watching a couple of new pitches that have been invented in the world of Major League Baseball. There's two new ones I've never heard of.
Do tell.
Kodai Senga, a new Mets pitcher, he throws a ghost forkball. Apparently, this is like a screwball that you will see from most right-handed pitchers, but because of the rotation on the left side, I guess it's a little bit different.
Whose interpretation is this, by the way?
This is from Fangraphs, as they do some analysis based upon when he throws this pitch, how accurate and how successful it has been. And for Kodai Senga, it's one of his most successful pitches in his bag. Here's another one. I don't know if you've heard of this one, a slambio. Slambio.
Again, you're taking pitches that have been on the books for 140 years.
Give them new names.
New spins.
All right, so it's a slider with also the Spanish word for changeup is cambio. So it's a slambio. It's a slider change, like 87 Ian
it's
Hamilton.
An off-speed slider. It's not a changeup.
Doesn't sound cool. Off-speed slider.
All your secondary pitches are changeups.
Kurt, would you rather throw the off-speed slider or the slambio?
The off-speed slider.
Oh, you dork.
Thank you.
I'd rather have it be like, what it is.
Since I teach these to kids,
why don't we name it Fred?
I honestly, I think the Fangraph dorks should take the Rapsodo course that I had to, painfully go through to talk about the gyro spin on these pitches, okay? And the gyro spin, that is now, the technology is there where it can tell you exactly the angle of the spin, the height of the pitcher throwing it off the mound, all of those things that I can help you make your own. This is what we call in the business customizing your pitches. The pitches are the same pitches that I and everybody that's ever played the game have thrown. You could spin any name you want on them. Can you throw them from strikes more than 50% of the time? Can you effectively get ground balls when you need to throw that pitch to get a ground ball? I mean, you could give them the coolest names ever, but if like 1 out of 10 million people can throw it, it's not a new pitch. It's just a pitch that one guy has mastered and a lot of other people can't. Could I throw a knuckleball? No. Honestly, I could if I held it down halfway on the side and I threw it. Yeah. Well, a lot of people can manipulate it to be a knuckleball.
Right.
It's not actually a knuckleball. Tim Wakefield threw a great knuckleball. Charlie Huff threw a great knuckleball. Tom Candiotti threw a great knuckleball. Do you call it the Candiotti because he threw it a little bit harder than Huff? No. They all threw the same pitch. They all threw it, probably had different ways that they threw it. But because of their effectiveness, they were major league pitches. What, the guy comes over from Japan and he gets his own pitch? Give me a break. I mean, he's throwing a screwball. Tom Browning threw a perfect game with it. So when this, which one is this, Senga? When Senga throws a perfect game, he can name his own pitch. How about that?
Ooh, wow.
Because Tom Browning had a screwball. He called it a changeup.
There's a bunch of Major League 2 drops for this conversation. Remember when Charlie Sheen came back to the spring training feeling himself? He had the Intimidator, the Equalizer, and I forget
the
what
Exterminator.
It was Jack Parkman. I forget what he named one of them after he hit a home run. I think it was a little dirty, too hot for radio. But
again, listen. Baseball's a simple game, and you're trying to make it complex. It's not. The Rapsodo is not as complex as the nerds that invented it. Here's the thing. And I even said this to the guys at Rapsodo. I said, can you teach anybody to throw a curveball? Can you teach a 12-year-old to throw it properly and not hurt his arm? So you put something on the market and you're marketing this customizing pitch machine and how hard people throw and all the other garbage, but you don't know how to do it. So until you people can learn how to do it and do it without guys getting injured, every time one of my guy gets a tweaked elbow or a shoulder injury or something like that, that's on me. What did I do wrong and not teach the proper technique of that? I don't go to the Rapsodo people and go, hey, I was using the Rapsodo machine, and then a week later this guy got hurt in a game.
You should.
No,
That'd be hilarious.
I take full responsibility for trying to teach these guys proper technique. So, again, you could name any damn pitch you want. I mean, listen, the way Mahomes throws a football, he should be able to invent a few different names for the way he throws a football.
Ooh, I like that. I think you're onto something right there.
So, Jared Allen, he throws a ball differently than Mahomes. Maybe he should invent a name.
I'll work on some.
The atomizer. I just atomized the entire defense.
The atomizer. Speaking of football, I've been watching a lot of spring football lately. Got into a little Ohio State over
When's
the weekend.
UConn's spring game?
UConn will be the 20th or 22nd. We got Coach Moore on to explain things on Wednesday. I know they're in the heart of practice, but it's not looking too good for old Arch Manning winning the job in Texas. Quinn Ewers.
Oh my God! It was assured he was a Hall of Famer.
Quinn Ewers is definitely the starter, and then another guy, let me get his name for you, Malik Murphy. Malik Murphy threw a 79-yard bomb strike. This 18-year-old looks a hell of a lot better than old Arch. Arch might be transferring. Just saying, after I saw that spring game, I'd put his name in if I were you.
I swear it's like Star Trek. We're putting
Going into the portal.
Beam me down, Scotty.
Beam him to the portal.
Yes, beam me to another team.